My son, Angel Lopez, out of Denver, Colorado, has been in this industry for over 10 years, but his journey started long before that. He grew up on job sites side by side with me, learning not just how to plaster, but also how to see it, and how to respect it, and how to appreciate it. At just 14 years old, he wasn't just helping me. He was already stepping into his responsibilities, already understanding what it meant to carry that work and the craft. And over time, he didn't just follow in my footsteps, he created his own path. And I say this with a lot of pride. As a father, he didn't just learn from me, he surpassed me. And that's what it's all about. This right here is a legacy. This is what it means to be lime burned, tested, refined, and shaped through years of dedication, sacrifice, and passion for that craft. To all the fathers out there, you already know there's no greater honor than passing something on to our children and watching them take it to another level. So this is more than plaster. This is a bloodline. This is a legacy. This is lime burn. Hey, what's up, guys? We're here. It's beautiful here. You guys are gonna see this beautiful home. We're here to walk this job site with Angel, and we're gonna check it out, see what he did here. He did a bunch of stuff here, so join me. Let's go. Let's knock on the door and see where he's at. See if he's here. What's up?
Come on in.
Thank you. It's a beautiful house. A crazy drive up here. Like you're driving and you feel like are we sure we're going to a community? It's beautiful.
Very remote.
Man. All the rocks.
You picked the right location. Wow. And in the house, as we go back down to here, you're gonna see all these walls were done in lime wash.
So did you pretty much do the whole house?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So is this a multicolor lime wash you did?
So the color we chose, he wanted more movement. So we did a 200% saturation.
Got it.
And then did a 100%. So we stacked them and then did the brush technique.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of character throughout the house. These were the hardest ceilings to reach. We had to do a 2-tiered scaffold and protect the floor really nice so we didn't scratch anything.
Oh, the floor was already in there when you did this?
Yeah.
What about the ceiling and the wood?
That was extremely difficult because you had to get really straight lines and the wood is like this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Did they do the wood after you guys did the finish? Oh, wow.
Nope.
It looks clean too. It looks really clean.
Yep. We had to come back and make sure everything was detailed really nicely. The tape line had to be precise and we did it multiple times.
How many coats did you go on with?
3.
3 coats of lime wash.
3 coats of lime wash on the whole thing.
Look at this view. That's super cool, man. That's crazy.
There's only a few people up here.
Yeah, he doesn't have that many neighbors, huh?
No.
He has that boat ramp down there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, this is really nice, Angel. There's no transitions in the finish. Like you can't tell, you don't have any hard lines anywhere.
Yeah, it was really hard to do because we had especially on this wall, we had to jump back and forth because this wall goes all the way down here.
Oh, so it doesn't stop here?
It doesn't stop, it goes all the way down there.
Is this the biggest wall in the house that you did?
Yeah, the largest one, yeah.
Good sized walls, man.
And everything in here is pieced up a little bit more, broken up. I really like the details he put into all the light fixtures he did. They're recessed LED lights.
Very modern, modern. Did he do his own design? Or did he get
I believe so. I think
they
hired a designer, but it was all, stuff that he wanted.
Right. Do you know the designer that was involved?
I don't. I saw her, but I don't know her.
These beautiful countertops, beautiful.
They did a great job. We did behind here.
Yeah,
so they did the backsplash to the first shelf, and everything above it is lime wash. We didn't do the ceiling in here, but all the little walls and little trim pieces that are.
What's the name of the product that you use?
Portola.
Oh, you use Portola in here?
This is Portola.
Okay.
This is
Portola. Nice. Yeah.
And this entry, this is kind of fun.
So Portola has their own lime wash.
Yeah. And down here you can see we're not going to close it because he just hasn't installed his pull for the door yet.
Right.
But we camouflaged the door.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty modern now. I mean, it's pretty practiced nowadays with a lot of different designers. That's what they want to do now. They hide the doors, not even doorknobs, and this is kind of a push one, right?
Yeah, they have to have some kind of a pull, which is why I'm not closing it right now. But the cool thing about lime wash is you can do trim, baseboard, crown to match the walls, which is not something you can do with a Roman clay or another Marmorino finish or something like that.
I mean, you could. It's just more work. This just makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, and it doesn't look as refined.
Right. So you pretty much did the whole...
Yeah. This was in the original scope. We didn't end up being cut, so that's a paint.
Now it needs it. Since we're here, you might as well try to see if you can convince them to do the staircase. So different color in here?
Different color, different finish altogether.
Oh, yeah. What?
This is Marmorino.
Marmorino.
Yeah. Funny story. This is my mistake. We came in here and we actually did this room in beige.
A beige Marmorino?
Yeah, beige Marmorino. And I already had almost finished. And he came in and he was like, so when is the purple going on? And I'm like, what purple? And he's like, yeah, we're supposed to be doing purple. And I'm like, let me look in the records. I had to call the office and see. Somehow we messed up and got the wrong color. So I had to order all new product and redo it in purple.
So how that happened? The sample? You forgot or you...
It was just a mix-up in our emails. Because we had went through like 4 or 5 colors before we settled on the right one. And I assumed, because this was the color that we used in the bathroom, I assumed it was going to be for both areas, but it wasn't.
Right.
So you can see we did this here too.
What product did you use in here in the Marmorino?
Omega Valentino.
Valentino.
This is a local company that we have that we like to use. It's really user friendly. The shower is obviously not.
Right, of course.
That's a micro cement.
And what brand of micro cement did you use in here?
Forensic color.
Forensic color. So this is this micro cement is different from the one that you showed us.
Same product.
Same product.
Same thing.
So that's for the one we looked at today
Same
at the
thing
fireplace. Really?
Same thing as this, except we color matched it, so you can't tell the transition between the Marmorino to the micro cement.
Yeah, all your edges look good when they look clean.
Micro cements are really hard to make it that way,
right?
Because if you try to finger your corners in or anything like that, you're gonna get black lines.
Yeah.
But we came back and tried to smooth it out. And
it looks very good. It looks like
flush to the ground.
Yeah, it looks very clean, man.
And it has to be clean because the edge, they have a edge drain.
Yeah.
You don't want to detract from what that is. And that's one of the hardest drains to make sure we don't compromise.
Right, especially if you have a fabricated straight line there. You want to make sure you have your straight lines as well.
Oh, good tip too. And they did this.
This little niche
If you can, keep your soaps on a tray, even with the shower. Because over time, if you have chemicals sitting on your product, even with micro cement,
soap scum.
They can have soap scum. And that'll eat away over time. Even with micro cement, it'll still eat away. We can definitely do a little demonstration. Show you what it looks like when water hits it.
Yeah, do it. Go for it. Okay. That would be.
I might get a little wet.
Really nice. Just get wet.
There you go. So I'm not being bashful. I'm letting it soak. And you can see it's not getting dark.
Right.
A lot of line-based plasters, you do this.
Yeah, they get
dark.
It absorbs the water.
Yeah, and it'll start looking a little dingy. I find that my clients don't like that. So we use micro cements. No matter how much you soak them, obviously when you shower, you're not going to be wetting the walls, but you can see, even if you do.
No, it looks really good.
Even at the bottom.
Even everywhere. It looks really good, man. I like the detail you did in it, and the transition is really nice. Out here, you did a marmo here?
Yes. We had a little bit of a miscommunication on this too, because when the Marmo came and the Forensic color came, they didn't match. So we had to actually custom color match the two. Oh, okay. So I left this one and I custom color matched this one to match. Sometimes you have to bust out a tint rack.
Like right now, this color in here and this color out here is the same color.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the transition right here.
Right.
This is micro cement. This is Marmo.
Oh, okay.
So you can't really tell.
Yeah.
The difference.
Yeah, it looks the same color. It's just the lighting in there that's a little bit more pink. Huh?
Right. It makes the warm light in there.
I love the modeling in it. You know, that the modeling is very nice. It's you can see it looks cloudy, and all the detail looks really good. All your corners look great, especially up on the ceiling up there where it meets paint. It looks really good. It looks clean. It looks very.
We can only do as good as a prep work on a lot of these jobs. So there's areas where there's probably not the best, but for the most part, we try to make sure it's refined and smooth.
What do you think about not because we're not going to bash anybody on this,
right? Yeah.
I was going to say, what do you think about the drywall work that's being done here in Colorado? I got a few calls from different individuals that are also doing applications like you that are having difficulties with a lot of the drywall guys here. They don't keep it up to the bar where it should be.
Yeah, it's hard.
So when you run into that, it's hard. What do you do? Like when you like, let's say for instance this project here, you just mentioned that. So when you ran into that, did you talk it through with the homeowner? Did you have to do extra steps on your end?
Always, and I'm not a drywaller. Despite doing plaster and working with stuff like this all the time, that doesn't make me a drywaller. In my own house, it took me months to get my drywall fixed, and it's not the best. Right. So I get it, and I can sympathize with it, but it's true. Finding a good drywaller is not easy, and because you want it level, you don't want it just smooth. Right. It's one thing to make it smooth, but if it's not level, you're gonna have shadows where you don't want them. And when you come to trowel on the top coat, that can put lines because we're using a flat tool on a curved surface. Yeah. So
and that creates dark lines and issues.
Things you don't want.
Yeah, issues.
So it's hard for sure. There's been a couple. Unfortunately, I don't recommend any drywallers because of it. Right. So
what would you tell builders or contractors? What kind of advice would you give a builder or contractor?
I would go
especially when you're trying to do micro cement, because a micro cement is a completely different world. Yeah. But let's just stick to maybe a lime wash, a Marmorino, right? Venetian plaster. Yeah. What kind of advice would you give someone, a contractor that's trying to hire a drywall guy to essentially, incorporate Venetian plasters in this project? What advice would you give a contractor?
I would say there's two guidelines that I would be aware of, and we've since updated our processes to reflect this. Number one, require level 4, not level 3. Right. Number two, make sure that when they do level 4, they're not just leaving gaps. So some people that I'll ask a level 4 and they'll just level 4 over all the seams.
Right.
And they'll leave
tape
gaps
joints.
everywhere.
Yeah.
They'll just do the joints and the edges, and that creates a wavy wall.
Right.
So make sure they cover the whole wall, edge to edge,
Corner to corner.
completely, like they're plastering it, but with
Right.
treble. Number 1, and the other part is level 4, because not every contractor is going to respect level 3. Some people will say, "Oh, this is level 3," but it's a level 2.
Right. Right.
So I just upped it to 4 because now we're kind of all on the same page.
Yeah.
Because prep work is the biggest part. If you don't have good prep work, no matter how good we are, it won't be perfect.
Well, you've done some amazing work in here, man. Like, it's beautiful. The detail in here, it's very smooth. Your work is very clean, Angel. And I'm not just saying that because you're my son. Because I would say something to you.
Yeah.
But this is very clean.
Yeah,
very clean. I'm proud of you, man. You seriously stepped up your game, your detail. Because remember, your work is just as good as your detail. If you have good work, you can have beautiful work. But if your corners are jacked up and your bottom where your baseboard is, your lines are crooked, that just makes everything look terrible. But if you have a beautiful finish, if you have a beautiful trawl movement finish, but your detail's not there, then it just makes the whole entire job look terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
so we try. We try.
This is good. This is great, actually. I'm impressed, Angel. And that's closet in there, huh?
That's paint.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
paint. Okay.
so it ends here, terminates here.
So basically, the whole entire house has been covered in a special finish.
Most of the house.
Most of the house. Except for the staircase. We gotta talk to him. See if he's gonna want to do the staircase. This is beautiful. I love the bathtub.
Yeah.
And the view from the bathtub. Check that out.
Yeah, the view in here.
The view
is
from
really
the
good.
bathtub right there. Bam! Be back here, right?
Yeah, it was really nice getting to work in here and seeing all the views.
Yeah.
It was a little colder when we were doing it, so we kind of kept the windows open.
Oh yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that a little bit. About the temperature, right? So
It
you
snows a
have
lot.
you're in Colorado, so it snows, it's cold here. So when did you do this project? In the winter?
Yeah, in December.
In December, right? So it was. I'm assuming up here it was probably full
Cold.
of snow.
Full of snow. The asphalt wasn't in yet, so we had to take our van and struggle in the mud to get it up here. Tracking, you have to take your shoes off. Because you're bringing in mud, and it was tough. So you're dealing with that in bad conditions, trying to make a nice finish,
right?
With everything dirty. So,
but what about the actual climate of the house itself? Did they have it already dried in with heating? And so you had to have it at a certain temperature in order for this to actually.
We always come near the end. You don't want to have. I've had that happen before with other contractors. They'll come in and do something, and then it'll be an exterior facing wall that's not closed off yet.
Right.
They plaster it, then it cracks. So we tell everybody we come in near the end.
Yeah.
You want your cabinets in so we can tuck it in, because you don't. Last thing you want is to have a nice finish. Have somebody come in with a saw, make their cuts, and you have to come back and patch.
Right.
Patches and plaster don't look good.
Right.
You want to avoid those.
Yeah, especially when you have aggregate in the plaster.
Yeah.
Because those are very difficult or complicated to patch. Even
to
even
get
if
it
you're going
smooth.
wet on wet, like today with the micro cement, you're showing it. If you as you're applying, if you're not careful, you can leave a cold joint. So
yeah, and we try to feather them out and go at an angle so that there's no start and stop lines, and if they are, they're camouflaged into the design. We don't want to keep anything like this. We keep it S.
What about this Marmorino in here?
Yeah.
This is Ferenzi too, right? You said?
No, this is Omega Valentino.
Omega Valentino. Okay. And Omega you could get here in Colorado.
Yeah, fortunately, yeah.
And you like their Marmorino?
I do. It's user friendly.
Yeah.
It's cost effective. The product prices have been going up, but in the realm of Marmorinos, it's cost effective.
Right.
And it's a good product.
And they tint it for you.
They have their own team that tints it. They've had the same tint guy for a long time, so he's been progressive.
And you know him really good.
I do, and he's gotten a lot better. So
I use the same tint guy. I've used the same tint guy for a little over 20 years now.
Shaman?
Yeah. It doesn't matter where I go. If I go out of state, call my buddy Shaman. He makes all of my
It's amazing he's still in the same industry. He's after so long.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die with us in it.
Yeah.
I don't think he has any plans on getting out. Man,
That's what we did here.
Beautiful. I want to see this one more time real quick. I like all the beams and all that.
They did really low lighting in here
to
not detract and kind of set it.
Well, you don't need a lot of lighting. You got all this natural lighting in here. And at night, I'm sure at nighttime, the stars here.
Yeah, they're great. They're great.
There's none of that. You know, the light from the city lights.
Pollution.
It dirties everything. It dirties all the naturalness, right? Of the stars and the moon.
Yeah.
So here, I could only imagine what it looks like at night.
Yeah, we stayed a few nights when it was really late.
Here?
When it was really late.
Where would you guys stay at?
No, like working late after dark.
Oh, I thought you guys actually spent a night here.
No. But staying late after dark, just trying to wrap up.
Yeah.
It was very pretty.
And driving back down in the dark.
Yeah, that's hard, but it's okay. But a lot of times we get animals. So like you come out, take your lunch break, and you get rams or deers coming down the mountain. And they just kind of skip across.
Let me ask you this last question. What do you think about the Portola?
Yeah.
As far as it being like one of the products that like really has grown in the last few years. It's blown up, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say about the Portola lime wash? Because I know you use different lime washes from different right vendors.
Yeah.
So would you say that Portola is one of your favorites to use? And
it is
if
my
it is,
favorite.
what? Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So why? Why?
So Portola is amazing. I feel like it gets a lot of heat and a lot of bad rap because of the Roman clay. I personally love Roman clay. They're more sensitive products. They're not going to stand up like other ones. They're zero VOC, eco-friendly, and there's a market for that. But because of that, you have to be more careful. You can't just put it up. You can't just clean it any way you want to. It's really specific on how you use it. Their lime wash is great. The Roman clay is sensitive. We use a different top coat for it to keep it protected.
Right.
But I love it. Color Atelier is another brand that we've used for lime wash, but theirs is more of a lime paint.
Yes.
It's lime paint. It's not lime wash. And the difference is lime paint, you have to kind of burnish to get you any kind of movement. And with lime wash, you can get a staggered look like this with looks like two tones.
Right.
You don't really get that with lime paint.
So explain to the viewers why the Portola Roman clay is sensitive. I know when I've used it, even me, you know, having the years behind under my belt of being able to, you know, work with different products. Roman clay, when I initially first started using it, I had a difficult time with it because as an applicator, I am trained to do it a certain way.
Yeah.
And every material is different. You have to finesse it a little bit, almost like music, right? You got country music, you dance a certain way, right?
Exactly.
You got salsa, you know, and then so with the plaster, it's the same thing, kind of. You know, you're not dancing, but it's your application process has to change. So when you say delicate, you're referring to finessing the material just a little bit more, right? Because when you finesse it, you're actually like you're being more soft with it, right?
Yeah, for sure. I know exactly what you mean because I think the problem is you need to use a no-mark trowel. Can't use a regular trowel. And I mean, not just with whites. You can't do it with any color because the clay turns silver if you play with it too much. And like with Marmorino, if you want to push it on and press it like how you used to, you're going to mess up your Roman clay. Number one, it peels right away because there's no chemical bonders. And number two, it's going to change color. Even if you have a dark color, you're going to be, it's changing color.
It turns gray.
You have to be quick, efficient, but as long as you do that, it's really easy.
That's why a lot of guys are using plastic trowels, even plastic trowels to apply the lime wash, right?
Okay.
But have you seen them use the plastic
I've seen
trowels?
you do it. I've never seen anybody else do that.
I use the trowel only because I like to use the trowel for everything. Right? I like to make my taquitos with my trowel.
I get it.
But I use the trowel for almost everything, right? But I'm saying there's guys out there that are using plastic trowels that are flexible, that you can apply the lime wash.
Yeah.
So
I don't use it.
With the Roman clay, I've seen some guys as well use plastic trowels, the little flexible plastic trowels.
You can. I think it's cool if you're doing white, but when you use a plastic trowel, you're going to have a lot of texture.
Yeah.
You're going to have texture because you're never going to get that clean swipe from a plastic trowel.
Yeah, you can't pull it tight. So you have some kind of a texture.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And I don't like that. The way I do my clay is I want it crisp, but I put it on quickly. I don't play with it. And I do it like Venetian, but I'm not burnishing.
Right.
I just put it on, use a no-mark trowel, come back, pull it tight, and then Portola probably won't like me saying this, but I don't use their top coat.
Right.
Their top coat is a little gummy. I think if they made it a little thinner, it would make it more easy to use. Top coat is not my favorite. Right. I've had jobs where I use a top coat and it gives me cold joints everywhere. I don't like that. And especially when you're moving fast, I can move really fast and still get cold joints.
Yeah.
So because of that, I prefer Miodid's Hydro Wax.
Yeah, the Hydro Wax is amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love the Hydro Wax. You know, they changed the formula for it too. It used to be more yellow. Like not yellow, more like more yellow. So anything you wax, it always had like a yellow film to it. We used it that way because it's a great product. But now it's even better because now when it dries, it's clear. You know, it's clear and it's thinner now. So it's just it's user friendly. That's good. I like that. So you're using Meoded wax on top of Portola plaster.
Sometimes you gotta mix.
Sometimes you gotta mix it up. Almost like if you take I was gonna say something else about food, but almost if you take like
we haven't eaten it,
right?
We just had a little bit.
I don't want to get in trouble saying if you go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac, but then you go down the street and you get In-N-Out French fries. You know what I'm saying? Mix it up a little bit because you got to have the best of all worlds, right?
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about being an applicator is once you learn the varieties, there's a buffet out there, guys. There's a buffet. I know I'm talking about food too much. You're probably hungry.
It's true.
Even though we just ate.
You like sweet, you like salty, put them together.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about the industry, because there's so many different vendors, so many different products, and they're all great products. And some of us might not like this product, some of us might like this one, you know. But if you mix them all together, you could create a really, really cool finish. You know, whatever works for you. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
you did a great job here, because I'm seriously like I'm taking my hat off to you on this one. Bam, because this is like the whole house. The whole house you did it.
A lot, yeah.
So how many guys was there when you guys did this?
Just two.
Two. How long did it take you?
This took I think it was 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And most of that was actually the shower.
Really?
And the fact that we redid the bathroom.
Yeah, because the shower runs around how many days?
It's about 5 days for an install. And then we had to redo the whole bedroom. So.
So that even slowed you down even more.
Yeah, it slowed me down. We had a bunch of challenges on this job because the trades were in here while we were working. And even though we were near the end, there were still some loose ends because things got delayed.
Right.
So people were banging up the walls. So if you look closely, there's a lot of dings that we tried to fix as best as we could. We were working around other trades, so it took us a while, and we had to come redo some walls. I think I redid a couple of these a few times.
To go over these walls again, like explain to the viewers, could you do a touch up on this?
Yes.
Is it easy to do a touch up? Is it noticeable?
To me, it depends. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's a huge eyesore. The way the trick that I have for that is I'll do 2 coats, 100% saturation, so just straight out of the bucket. That's how I use it. And I'll make another bucket, and I'll take half lime wash, half water, and I do, we call it 50-50. It's just 50-50, you know. And then that's my third coat, and because there's not a lot of pigment into it, it puts a film over the top that I can easily come back patch
and touch it up. Okay.
And it doesn't, because the thing about patching lime wash is sometimes you put it on and it's too much and you have a white spot on your wall. But if it's 50-50 on top of 50-50, it blends naturally.
So it's easier to hide it, basically.
Yeah. And not only that, but it gives you that color depth.
Right.
Because when you have 100% saturation, your base coat's darker. And when you go over with 50-50, you have a top coat that's lighter. And it exaggerates that movement, and it also makes it more patchable.
Right.
But yeah, if you have something in the middle of the wall, it's big and square, and you want to patch it, sometimes it'll work. Sometimes you got to redo the whole thing.
Right.
It just depends on how it looks.
Also, too, another thing too for the viewers is that it's easier to patch a wall where the quality light doesn't hit it.
Yeah.
Like for instance, this one, the light, you can see the light here kind of stops here, and this has a bunch of natural light on it, and this one doesn't. So it would be easier to patch, you know, in here than it would right here. Just like the hallway in here, you know, it'd be a little easier to patch in the hallway, but the walls where all the sunlight hits, those are the ones that are harder to try to hide.
And it's easier to do like a little corner or something than it is to do the middle of the wall. And that's usually how it is. Somebody's coming with a saw or something, they kind of do this kind of thing. Put a straight line, and then that's hard. Right.
Then you might as well just redo the whole wall instead of spending 9 hours and trying to do a patch.
What we do is we'll do a color match primer.
Yeah.
And do that first, and then do the lime wash.
Right.
Because if you want to go lime wash over like a black scratch, you're gonna do 10 coats.
And then you're gonna add all the additional coats on it, and then for sure you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
It's gonna look like a crack.
Yeah,
a big old crack in the wall.
Yep, exactly.
Well, right on, man. I appreciate you taking the time, you know, to show us around, and thank you to the homeowner. Make sure you let him know we said thank you very much. We appreciate him letting us into his beautiful home. You know, the fact that he was willing to open up his doors. You know, he's been living here comfortably. We want to respect his privacy. And just let him know we said thank you. You know, on behalf of us, Limeburned, and your dad.
Cool.
I just want to say thank you.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
We appreciate you very much. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you, man.